y'all, back here with Fireman Three Houses, no time to think, it's coming at you fast. There's a little time to think, because I've got a few notes I wanted to get through. First of all, since we're nearing the end, it seems like a time we may as well mention it. 3 of the main battle themes of the post-time skip, Tearing Through Heaven, and I guess that one happens a little before time skip as well. Tearing Through Heaven, Chasing Daybreak, and The Long Road. It feels like each of those corresponds to one of the house leaders a little. Obviously, I'm not like, they can only play for them, but it's cool that each of them sort of feels like it fits one a little better. Like Chasing Daybreak is like this very dramatic thing it's kind of hopeful, but it's got this like weird little tragic interlude in the middle. It's very up and down. Feels a lot like Dimitri. Tearing Through Heaven feels kind of, it's like definitely the quirkier one of the 3. It feels sort of righteous and happy in a way that almost betrays the mood a little. And I feel like that works with Claude and his route. And then there's The Long Road, which is sort of this grim, dutiful song. It sounds like you're just sort of trudging forward on this path of like endless destruction and pain. Well, endless. There is an end, but it feels endless. And it's almost like every note in the song is like doubting everything you ever stood for. And that feels like Edelgard and her route, because that's like kind of one of her main character things. Is like, how am I supposed to go on when everyone sees me as like the ultimate villain, even though I'm very much obviously doing the thing that is helping, or, dismantling a thing that isn't helping. Anyways, just a thought that I had there. And I have some more thoughts about those 3 and some other things that we could probably save for later, like maybe near the end of the playthrough. Because for now, gosh, heck it, we gotta get some training done. We got 4 days to do it and not enough time to do it with. I mean, we've got enough time, probably. Anyways, 2 other notes I had was, one, I attributed a lot of kills that Manuela got to lethality during the Mercius, the 4 Mercius battle, and I can't actually remember if your follow-up attackers if they're a melee person, if they can attack when you attack from range. They can in Awakening, and I think Fates as well, but I can't remember if that's a thing here, because I very rarely get adjutant attacks, given you get very few adjutants, and it doesn't tell you anything but the chances of their attack or whatever. So I don't know if any of those kills that she got, that I was like, oh wow, look at her go with lethality while I was like skipping through, were actually Setith. They might have been. And the last note is that I think we should give Flane Eredvar, so that she's got a legend weapon on hand, and since you've already got Fail Not. And in place of that, Dimitri should just get another bow. Probably another silver bow makes enough sense, right? Or maybe a brave bow. I mean, brave bow, like, it's cool. But if you're going, if you have to go first to trigger the double hit, then any time you're going first which is on your turn, you may as well just use Hunter's Volley, right? It's not like we don't have enough money to just like fix up a bunch of silver bows. So I'm just gonna give him another silver bow. And I'll buy like, how much money do I have? Welcome. 40k. Sure, let's buy like 3 silver bows and then just forge every single silver bow we have up to Will this one do? Max, including the ones in the convoy, so I can just swap them out as need be. And as for the Dragon Claws, how much might do they have? 4. It's wood steel anyway. Not feeling like that's an absolute necessity. We have no smithing stones anymore. Very good, and what should we use our last point on? I guess just another training battle makes sense? Maybe? No, teach me. Teach me the ways. Hey, God, that was abrupt. Yeah, probably not hitting S anytime soon, but whatever. Let's try. Very well then, and we're off. And we're back, because it's someone's birthday and also teaching day. My bad, sorry, we're not quite off yet. God, wait, I did get people's motivation, right? Of course I did. Silly question. We'll see about getting Ash a bump in his faith. He's coming along quite well there. Might not get to max before the end thing. I guess it would just be white tome fare that you get from that, right? Maybe? So it might not be the most useful thing, but can be interesting to see. Bring your reason up, why don't we? A lot of the stuff we're currently trying to get to S, or it's kind of long shots, but may as well give it a try. Bring your brawling up. What did you get for that? You get nothing. Right, you only get the prowess at A+. So that's also not like tremendously likely to happen. I'm gonna put you in solely in Raisin right now. Put you solely in heavy armor. We're really getting down to the point where we're just like hard specifying people. I guess the better thing, because S is probably farther away. Oh, but that axe crit would be amazing. Let's just keep it there. Why not? Do you have a weakness to brawling as well? No, so this is more likely to get up faster, and then you can get your brawling prowess up. That's probably more realistic as a goal. Why do I have you focusing reason? Get your faith to max there. Well, right, because I wanted to see if you got a new spell. Fair. Should have been training you in that today.
I'd like to ask you something.
Would you now? Times are hard. My favorite food cart sold the most amazing grilled delights. That sold the most amazing grilled delights went under. I don't even know what to live for anymore. Why not try making your own? Maybe the cart will open it back up if the war ends. Why not look for a similar food cart? Oh god, this is hard. Making your own? She doesn't really seem like she would be into that. Maybe the cart will open back up if the war ends? I guess, but how does it help her now? gives her some motivation, I suppose. Why not look for a similar food card?
Really?
What do you, don't make it, you're fine, make it, God. I'm sorry. Well, I got a bone to pick with Ingrid, so I'm gonna do it with you over your birthday. Does that sound like a good use of both of our time? Tia Saints.
Well, inviting me to your room. That's intriguing, Professor. Very intriguing.
I'm trying to hook you up with Sedith, alright? This is not helping.
Thank you. It's good.
You sound surprised.
Yeah.
Favorite sweets, relaxing at the sauna, the library's collection. Okay, figured. Cute monks. Easy one.
Yeah.
Likeable allies. Sure. Oh, the opera would have worked as well. Maybe she doesn't want to talk about it. Who knows?
Your room is so nice and clean. How do you keep it like this?
I just never spend any time there. Easy. Plus, most of my personal belongings are weaponry that either break in the field or, admonish chat? I don't want to do that because she doesn't want to be told that she sucks at this. Praise, that doesn't make sense. Just explain how I do it. I don't go here, ever. What does your forehead have to say?
Your gaze is
or your temple?
sensuous. I don't hate it.
Man, you have just like no filter sometimes. Do you understand that? Not a criticism,
For the
just
treat,
an observation.
come by the infirmary anytime you need anything. I'll be waiting, Professor.
Will do. Look at our charisma. My charisma is like 68 by now.
All will be well if we work together.
You can count on me.
Two are going strong as ever.
Excellent results.
Oh, they're excellent, are they? Well, then I hardly need to look. I'll just take your word. Who leveled up in what now?
Efficiency has improved.
Oh, okay, but over on this side. Oh, Felix got reason to A, but he didn't learn anything. Sad. Would have hoped he'd get bolting with all the lightning stuff he gets. Not that... I guess that would be pretty handy. Have one bolting at the beginning, even for the dancer. Oh, my charisma's only 46. Somehow I had the idea that it was much higher than that. That's still good, super good anyway. No one's dodging my gambit. To battle. Level 4 to do. Hey now. And with a bow of all things. Ooh, speed and defense.
Serve His Highness.
I like he. I just love the double axe fairs at the top of the screen. I mean, that's awesome. 20 damage straight up with no combat art. With a training axe, no less. Considering her strength of, which is just kind of average. That's pretty sweet. And a level for Flame. Probably some more magic and res. I wouldn't mind. Hey!
A bit disappointing.
I love how sometimes if the camera isn't zoomed in, the cloth and like hair physics don't they just don't work, so stuff sticks out like this until you zoom in. And then it's like, this scarf should probably fall down, hey? The Bone Knight is a cool outfit too. I love the weird spiky pauldron. I can't really zoom in because I've got a flying battalion, so they're covering most of the screen, but... And there's a level for Annie, finally. Just about the level of everyone else now. More strength and magic and defense.
Protect everyone.
That was the greatest level you can get. Right, the Sultan Enbar is level 41 suggested. Cool. I think that was about what I guessed before, right? I think so. You know, we actually haven't seen Ragnarok yet. Let's have a look at this. I'd like to see what it looks like, please. Whoa, oh my god. Oh, it missed. I don't exactly know how, but, jeez, it's just like better Bourguignon, basically. Or is it Bourguignon? Because I've heard... I think it's Smash they say Bourguignon. Level 4, Ash. Magic, and res. Ooh, Dex and res. Old habits do indeed die hard, as Sylvain says, with respects to leveling. Oh, her health is actually listed as 60 right now. Does that mean she's hit the cap? I guess I just so rarely see people hit, like, a personal... Well, I don't even know if there are personal caps in this game, or how it even works that way, because these stats all seem to be capped more or less at 50. Wait, why is my charisma 56? Oh, because of the Wyvern Co. Right, that's why I thought it was more when I was out of battle. I don't know if these actually have personal caps, or if they're all just 50, but, like, you're not likely to go there if your growths suck or whatever, but the health is showing green, which makes me think that's a personal cap. That's something I rarely see. Anyway, the level for Felix... I guess I'm not really pushing for any of your stats to know, so get them all, sure.
Never enough.
I guess defense would be the one, if anything, but no, probably speed, because your dodge is already good, so it would be nice to have that be untouchable. And that's a level for Ingrid as Ash's adjutant, and she gets some strength to... Whoa!
Hopefully I'll be more useful now.
Hey now, sword fighting may make a late comeback for you and your build. Master skills for Bone Knight, here we are. Defiant speed, I had some idea it'd be something... speed related. Interesting. Probably not going to get much use out of that. I like the loadout we have, chiefly is the reason. And then also you don't frequently get to low health because you have good dodge and not much defense, so you dodge most things, and if you don't dodge, you probably die. Still worth having. Anyways, just for the interest, if nothing else.
Let's keep our guard up.
Don't let your guard down.
Yes, that's what she just said. Thanks for the reiteration. Level 4 Sylvain. Strength or magic would be good for you. Some strength, there we go.
Need to pull my weight.
And authority day.
I see how this works.
Maybe you can have the dancers. And a level for Zedith, why not?
Haven't withered away just yet.
No, indeed. Curious to me, we never actually forged up that Haute Claire or whatever it was. And even though it would be kind of dope to see, I think I'd rather save the Mithril for Parthia and that ilk. I'm also going to swap Zedith's thing to Lance, because if he gets S+ and Lance Fair, that will actually help with his adjutant things. I shouldn't have been dicking around. I should have had that the whole time.
We completed our task without incident.
Always good. I've just given him everything that could possibly help with him doing Lance attacks and crits as an adjutant. Any more ambrosia for the last harvest? Oh, yes. Oh, I got it. Didn't even use the last one. What am I doing? I've been slacking on the ambrosia use. Also, who'd we give that last black pearl to? Because I didn't do that either. Who do I want to be able to nail battalions? I guess it would be Annette or I probably should do Annette because hers is good and her charisma isn't so good right now, shockingly. But especially as a front, it was either her to do and his is. Oh my god, his is so much worse. What was I talking about? Well, I guess then it probably makes it more sense to do hers at that point anyways, because without support, he's going to have a tough time. Plus, his is only a 2, right? I think. Like a range of 2, whereas hers is 6. And time for our last meal prep. Ooh, tea. Last meal prep. Of course, what to do? Let's do Sacred Beast Roast. Close it off. Still have 5 indescribed units of meat left. Undescribed, I guess. There we go.
Looks good. I will eat well and restore my strength.
I can't believe I never heard him say that before. Okay, good. What next? Yes, I see. Oh, are there notes? I'm surely on our last day hanging around the monastery before we go off to march to Enbar. Now we have notes that people are stressed. There's one note, of course there is. Salmo Manuela. Sometimes I think that living like I do, single but surrounded by talented youths, might not be such a lonely life after all. After all, I'm not lonely. Really. You're like a mother to everyone around you. If you do get lonely, I can lend you an ear. I think you need to be honest with yourself. You're like a mother to everyone around you. Oh, shite, really? I guess it was I can lend an ear. I mean, maybe she wanted me to give her a soap, but I mean, like, the way she's writing it, she obviously does know that she's lonely, so I felt like it would be stating the obvious to tell her to be honest with herself. Or not the obvious, but it would be as though I were misinterpreting her own application of rhetoric in saying that she wasn't lonely. And then adding really as a sentence fragment after that. Don't really know what I'm talking about.
It's all tell your friends.
It's all tell your friends. Fare thee well, monastery. See you never. Or more accurately, see you next time I play the game. Again, probably. Didn't have the same kick, I didn't feel. I'm setting Annie and Mercy on heavy armor just so that Annie gets a little push. She's probably not going to get hit max before the end, but it would be cool. How did you take it on? I want to know. I gotta know. I need to know. Dummy! Don't load, just tell me!
There's a ton of rubble here. I wonder if we'll ever clear all of it away. That's not like you, Annie. I'm sure that if we try our best, we'll definitely finish up eventually. You're right. Let's do our best today.
Oh, now I feel bad.
Not a bad conclusion, Mercy. But maybe we should have put more effort into it. Goodness, Annie. You always work so hard. But I suppose I could try just a little harder.
Poor Mercy with her weakness to physical exertion stuff. Oh, thanks for your attempt. I didn't check if I had any more renown to spend. You know what, it doesn't actually really matter that much. That won't be deciding our fates. It would just be a handy leg up with something. Western Church Suppression. Wow, we don't usually have a rare enemy approaching that isn't monsters. Final training day! Racing towards our final training mission, after which we can do the final mission. Oh, and its health now says 61, but it's still green. The green surely means something, I just don't know what. Level 4, Gilbert. What have we got now? It's magic could be dope. But no.
Takes its toll. We must destroy you now.
Jeez, Dimitri. Cool it. It's a level for me. I'll have some strength, defense, and speed, please. I got speed.
For the greater good. Ah, perfection.
Why, thank you. Level 4, any. Can I have magic and defense? Hey, defense. She never grew in defense before. She just didn't. Now she's racing up there. Hell yeah. 51 protection active. Mercy mage killer. 70 damage free.
Protect my friends. Will this make a difference?
I think it will. To your level anyway. Hey.
My work
Your
is not
dex
done.
has been 22 this whole time and you've been pulling all these crits? Dude, imagine if your dex was like 50. That was our final training battle if I am not one. Oh, never mind. There was one more. God, we were getting a lot of XP for that. I thought that was the rare one for a sec. Western Church Suppression. Here it is. Bandit? I thought they were Western Church. Huh? Maybe they're just bandits who happens to be living or going to the Western Church. Wait, no, this one says Western Church Soldier. Oh, there's a monster here. Wait, hold on. Okay, so there's a faction of bandits chasing the monster, and then a bunch of Western Church people also, who just got, so it's like they're caught in the crossfire or whatever. Level 4 Manuela. Some of your magic has been cool, but anything, ooh, dex and
Still got
speed.
hidden talents.
They're not so hidden. They're very blatantly displayed on your profile page. Level 4 to do. I'd like some dex, please. Yes,
The
please.
better to serve His Highness.
That was the stuff. What's the next multiple of 4? Or 36, I guess. So I don't know if it rounds it, but if you could get to dex 36, that would be great. 9% chance of lethality-ing. Hell yeah, finish the last one with a crit from Bolt Axe.
Be at peace.
Getting Mercy nowhere close to a level, but damn good XP. So we're all level 43 or 44 now, which is nice and balanced, unlike it was. Well, it's not the most balanced. It could be more or less balanced, I suppose. Best not to complain then. And that being the final training battle of this means we are about to head out to have the monastery for the last time, as I understand it. There may be some like minor interlude where you go back to the sort of the monastery, like at least the menu screen before the last one. But shush, story time. It's the story happening.
Sir, do you think Edelgard will show up?
Oh, did you call for her? No, of course she will. She will.
Well, well. It's been a long time, Professor.
What's the question mark for? It's
And hello
Edelgard.
to you too, Dimitri.
Edelgard. I did not think you would actually accept my request.
I did, called it.
Call it a win. Well then, what did you want to talk about?
Well, there was a really pretty bird the other day, and I kind of thought you would be interested.
I will get straight to the point. Why did you start this war? There had to be a way to change things in your territory without the need for so many senseless casualties.
It may be hard to believe, but this is the way that leads to the fewest casualties in the end. Don't you see?
Well, do I see, or is it hard to believe? Make up your mind.
How could I? Countless people have already lost their lives in this conflict.
The longer we took to revolt, the more victims this crooked world would have claimed. I weighed the victims of war against the victims of the world as it is now, and I chose the former. I believe that I have chosen the best path, the only path.
I understand.
Even after seeing the faces of those who have suffered the ravages of war, you would still force them to throw their lives away for the future? You are obsessively devoted to this war, and deaf to the screams of its victims. You cannot change the cycle of the strong dominating the weak with a method like that.
You're wrong. That very cycle is exactly what I have devoted my life and my power to destroying.
Well, we understand what you think you're doing. Dimitri's saying he doesn't agree that this is the way to do it. And he does have some point about claiming that this war is the fastest way to helping out the weak, as he puts it. The people who don't have their choice in this. You're still taking away their choice by forcing them to participate in something like this.
If after all of this, you believe the weak will still be weak, that is only because they are too used to relying on others.
Okay, point taken.
Yes, perhaps someone as strong as you are can claim something like that.
Right. What I think you're saying here is that your system will change enough that people who were considered the weak will now, if given their own drive, be able to change their place in the world without merit of bloodline. But then you're also saying that if it doesn't help them, that's their problem.
But you cannot force that belief onto others. People aren't as strong as you think they are. There are those who cannot live without their faith, and those who cannot go on once they have lost their reason for living. The path will not be able to save them. It is the path of the strong, and so it could only benefit the strong.
I like that line.
So you consider me strong, do you?
Yes? Is that are you stupid? Do you not recall the time that you one-shotted me?
Even if one clings to their faith, the goddess will never answer them. Countless souls will be lost that way, living without purpose.
You could argue that their faith gives them purpose and motivates them to help people in the name of their faith, and if it's then, who cares what it's in the name of if it ends up helping them?
And I can be counted among those who have died that way as well. But that's why I must change this world, on behalf of the silent and weak.
And do you intend to become a goddess yourself? Will you steal the power to take action from the broken-hearted masses you claim to defend? The ones who can truly change the way of the world are not the rulers, but the people. Pushing your own sense of justice and your own ideals onto even one other person is nothing more than self-righteousness.
Well, to be fair, you're kind of pushing your ideals into her right now.
Maybe it is self-righteousness, but it doesn't matter. Someone has to take action and put a stop to this world's endless, blood-stained history.
Do you not believe in the power of the people to join together and rise up? Humans are weak creatures, but they are also creatures who help each other, support each other, and together find the right path. I have learned that humans are capable of all that from the professor and from everyone in my life.
Yes, I'm here too.
A highborn person like yourself could know how the poor feel or what motivates them. This is nonsense. Though I'm finally starting to understand how you feel. But that makes it even clearer to me that we can never fully understand each other.
I feel the same. I finally understand what you believe is right.
Goodbye, Dimitri.
Wait, Edelgard. There is something I must give you.
Is he gonna give her the right?
This is for you. Use it to cut a path to the future you wish for. And I will rise up to meet you there. Elle?
Elle! So it's true. You're really going away? Going back home?
She's just like, yeah, you suck at dancing. I'm bored, I'm outie.
There's nothing I can do about it. It's all happening so fast. I'm as surprised as you are.
Elle. Here. I want you to have this. Elle, listen to me. No matter how hard things get, you can't give, okay? You've got to cut a path to the future you wish for, no matter what.
It's a dagger? Why would you give me something like this?
Oh, I'm sorry. I couldn't think of anything better to give you.
I felt like if I gave you flowers, the whole cut a path thing wouldn't work as well.
Edelgard, what are you doing? It's time to go. Hurry and get in the carriage.
Oh, I'm sorry, Uncle. I have to go now.
I remember now.
All right, she would have
You
forgotten,
gave me a dagger all those years ago.
given all the stuff that happened.
I'm still sorry about that. I should have given you something that would have made you happy.
Perhaps. At the time, I was quite flustered by such a dangerous gift.
Really? Seems like it would be right up your alley, honestly.
I left without giving you a proper response. And that was the last time we saw each other.
True. It is a sweet memory, with a bitter ending.
And now you get why he was being so weird at the monastery.
I'm afraid it will do no good to reminisce, Dimitri.
Sure it will.
That girl you knew back
Make me
then
feel
is
better.
gone, as good as dead. But I'll tell you now what I wasn't able to tell you back then. Thank you, my dear forgotten friend. Because of you, I never lost my heart.
He's like, shit, so if I hadn't told you that, you wouldn't have started a war? No, that's obviously it. I mean,
As for the future, that will be decided in battle.
now that they've had a chat about this, and they seem to have, there's like a, even though they've agreed that they can't understand the other's viewpoint, there's that alone is like a milestone of respect, so that is a touching thing to say.
King of Fargus, as the Emperor, I shall await your arrival in Inbar.
Thank you! It would be better than if you just, like, left. Or something. Well, we tried, Dimitri, and we learned some things about what Edelgard thinks she's doing, and what we think we're doing, and how that smashes heads. As in how it literally butts heads with each other and how it smashes the heads of the people. There is a lot to think about in that scene, and it's also an interesting thing because the characters involved do change somewhat depending on who Byleth joins. So you could argue that in this route, Edelgard is being hypocritical because she's saying you can't unite everyone with faith alone. That is them praying to a god that doesn't exist, and it's a meaningless existence, and you're wasting their time just to have them in a stranglehold of their, like, the religion becomes their law, and then you can just say whatever you want and just control the entire world that way. But then she's also like, so my solution is I will gain control of the entire world by killing everyone who opposes, and then they will all be united under my belief. And then you could break that down further and be like, well, her belief is you could argue more just than the churches. I mean, it's not a hard point to argue that her belief of cutting your own path and seeking your own value by your own personal strength rather than by bloodlines and nobility and all this nonsense. I think it's not a hard point to argue that she's more right there, but then it's like, is it fair to unite everyone under that belief when you've just condemned them for uniting under the belief of the Fodlan monotheistic viewpoint, taking Dusker as separate from Fodlan here because they don't live that way monotheistically. Anyways, I'm not really a philosopher, a politician, or anyone who would be useful in breaking down the sentiments that were expressed in that cutscene we just saw, but it's an awesome scene. It's one of my favorites. Probably ranks in the top 10, maybe even top 5. There are so many scenes I definitely don't have a comprehensive list. Regardless, with the decisive battle ahead, Violet visited the cemetery. Put some more flowers down there. Yeah. I wonder if I got some kind of like anti-aging spell on those.
Sorry. It looks like I'm going to have to...
One day, I hope you'll give this ring to someone you love, as well as I love her.
Why was there only an echo on the second one? Aren't they both memories, or did he actually just... Sorry! Apologize again through his tomb. Someone I love. Ta-da! Do you wish to share your life with the do? Yeah, here's 30 health points. Boink. Alright, bye! And obligatory, every time I do a run, I do this, I get nervous. I'm like, wait, did I actually select do? I'm pretty sure I did. Yes, I did. Good. Alright, let's do this. This is our last... We don't get to buy any more materials at this point. So the materials we have on hand are the only ones we'll have for the rest of the game. So I gotta be somewhat cautious with a few of these. I could probably forge up your brave sword right now, couldn't I? Oh yeah, we got plenty of wood steel. Hell yeah. In fact, I may as well fix up your longbow for that very reason as well. Should I just bring all the heroes relics back to max? Probably is not a bad idea. Killer edge, a whole bunch of stuff can go. Let me forge up your short spear Flame into... Can you hold a normal spear? Yes, you can. Sure, why not? Got so much wood steel, spend it. Ooh, actually, Brave Bow wouldn't be terribly bad for Manuela, I'm suddenly starting to think. Nah, this is probably fine. No, it's not. I want one. Wait, actually, can I... Maybe I don't have enough wood steel for that anymore. Oh, wait, I can just buy a Brave Bow. Hell yeah. Should we get that over the training sword? Sure, because I'm going to do a training sword. It's going to be the Parthia, the rapier, so... Oh, I've already got a Brave Bow. Why did I buy another one? Stupid. I was stupid. I can also just ditch the swords altogether at this point, because Magic Bow is already effectiveness against armored, so the only thing this gives me is the effectiveness against cavalry. I could ditch it for a Killer Bow, for instance, and that would maybe be worth the extra crit, because you don't get those very often. I mean, we may as well buff up the Killer Bow in case I end up wanting that. And we got enough wood steel for that, I think. Not gonna be doing too many repairs. And a few more Woe Dows. No one's got any anymore, right? Or maybe Ingrid does. Oh, she's got a Killing Edge. Why do you have a Killing Edge? Get a Woe Dow. Actually, we've got Woe Dow pluses all over the place. Why the heck do I have giving you a Killing Edge? I guess you just weren't a high enough level for it before. In fact, maybe I should give you a Killer Lance. Just for any of your... to give... Absolutely maximize the capability of your assisting. Oh, I already had a spear too. Why am I wasting all this stuff? Accuracy is actually the same between them, so probably the better thing to do is get the crit one. I'm pretty sure you can crit as a follow-up. Righty. So next time is the March on Enbar. It's finally happening. It is upon us. And then hopefully after that we still get a chance to have a birthday tea party with Dedu in between this and the next, but probably that's not gonna happen. Man, Dedu has bad luck, and yet he still has 3 times the luck of a normal person. What does that say about our society? God, he has the highest luck of the entire party. Anyways, that is that. The next video going up on the channel will be... next episode of Tales of Zestiria, which, my god, we haven't played that in a bit. We're still hanging around what's its ruins? The Tintagel ruins. And we just got Rose on the party and Dezel, and I, after last episode, practiced up Rose a bunch, and she's really fun to play, so I can't wait to get back into there. She may be, I may be double maining here. It's probably good to have one human character as well as the Seraphim, so that may be the thing. Either way, thank you very much for entering the final month with me. It's been a momentous occasion. We all leveled up once or twice, but they were good levels, some of them. Especially Annette, it's been soaring in her defense. I mean, a 51 active defense is really good. Not to mention, she is just an absolute beast with axes. Plus 10 base with any axe attack, plus 10 crit to that, and the max prowess. And then you add the 2 defensive skills, Armored Blow and Pav Eyes, and she's just really blunt skill set here, but it's amazing. Especially with the new axe fares, that gives her damage variety now, because her normal hits with a training axe also do a fair bit. Either way, quite happy with how all of our builds have settled out here. Even Mercedes, who is still fragile as all hell, has been putting in that damage. If she goes first, it's over for you. So hopefully we shall meet again as we march on Enbar next time. So thank you very much for coming around this time. Hopefully I'll see you around, and Admiral's gonna be out here. Peace!
Constantly be thinking, oh fuck you,
Mario.
Nintendo.
Alright.
Stupid.
Cool, thanks.
game.
That's fine, this one's coming over here. I got it.
That should have been at least.